Okay, so the next one we have here is flag bow. Okay. This concept is a really cool concept. A lot of people actually run this, and this is going to be really good for the compression. Everybody's using compression right now, but you can kind of get the way I look at it is the whole flag route and the, I guess, reverse pivot. I'm not exactly sure what they call it. I think there's a name for this type of route. Really kind of opens up late, almost in the progression. I'll talk about how I'm going to read it, and then I'll let you guys kind of get more information on it from other people if you think they know how to do it better. But these two formations here, giving us this type of look, flag bow. We'll take a look at it out of those two formations, and then we do also have it out of on third down. I'm pretty sure I have it as well. Let me go up and take a look at real quick. Okay. Yep, we do. So we also have another version of it on second and four. Okay. And that's out of a gun version of South right open, which is pretty much the stack. I think that's the gun stack formation in the game. Okay. I know I used it yesterday in a game on a nice third down, got an easy completion to the dig over the middle of the field. Well, let's take a look at the actual play art. Okay, so flag bow. Okay, so flag is the first concept, which is over here to the left. Okay, what you're going to get here is this kind of working out reverse pivot back in route. Okay, please give me the real name of that if you guys know it. I forget what it's called. And then we have this flag behind it. Okay, that's actually the read. Now, I don't think you want to wait on number two to get opened necessarily. And this is where my opinion of this whole idea that I just talked about of the progressions being faster, I am really almost treating this, in my personal opinion, as an alert. Okay, so if it's cover one, man to man, zero, something like that, you know it's there, give it to them. But I'm not trying to really work a high low play necessarily. I think by the time you go through that, and by the time your number one route actually opens up, you have eliminated the chances of going to three and four. It takes too long. Or number three is going to be standing over here. Okay, so really the way I'm reading this out is 1A, 1B. I know that sounds crazy because by the time these guys get to the spots where they need to be, they'll both be converging at the same time. And if there's a user or some conflict defender, they got to make a choice. Okay. I'm looking at it as there's a 1A, 1B, really almost throwing it to as my number four, which from what I understand, Harley gets the ball, but I think in my offense, he's going to get the ball more as that number two read or that number three read. Okay. So the timing on this requires you to have some patience, and the timing is going to be a little slower to me compared to maybe some other routes. All right. But you can see how the Niners have it drawn up. I know for a fact they don't coach it exactly like how we see it, but this is flag bow. So the bow I never talked about, I apologize. It's usually out of a compression set. Okay. And you have a dig route with some sort of underneath route underneath it. Okay. It's like a high low working from a compression set. It could possibly be coming from a wider set, but that's the bow concept. And you're going to see bow pop up as a backside concept for a lot of plays, and other front side concepts mess with it. Okay. So flag, bow put together. Let's take a look at it on the battlefield. Okay. So let's take a look at the first one. We're going to go two jet flag. Well, the formation is going to be on the left hash. Make sure we put it on the left hash. Stack right clamp, which is tight Y off flex in the game. And we're going to go single back tight wire off flex, two jet flag bow, okay, which is the Rams pivot dig. Okay. Let's just go for now. Let's go against quarters. I think that's one of the harder ones, actually. We're going to put on that left hash. Okay. So we have the flag to the left and we got the bow to the right. The one thing that's because it's two jet, we got to get the back who has to go out to the right. So we're going to block and release, have them go out to the right. Okay. We can work our protection, get it set up, get the mic point. We're good to go there. Okay. So the first read again is going to be that, and I looked it up. It was actually from what Coach Scott called it. Oh geez, stick China. So I guess that's what they call it. He talked about, if there's a player right here, all right, who's sitting in the window of that stick China, okay. If he's sitting in this window, if he hangs here, basically go to now the corner route next. So I kind of get that. So that would kind of speed up your read a little bit. I guess he's trying to say, don't even worry about timing up the stick China with the dig. It's now just go to the corner, then go to the dig. I can see that working. I'm not 100% sure. I got to work both methods, but we'll give that a shot. All right. So let's just go through this. And this is where I just want to show the spacing before I even throw the ball on this one. This is where I talk about the spacing of that dig route and that stick China coming back in. To me, it's times up at the same time. Okay. Like I said, I picked one of the better coverages to cover this play. Cover 4 is pretty good versus it because you can see your nickel in the game right now, the way he's programmed. He actually comes back downhill and plays the hell out of this route. Right. So if there was one Mississippi, two miss, and you threw it, this could be a big collision. So you would have to make a decision between throwing it to this guy or throwing it to this guy pretty much at the same time. And you see there, this looks a little dangerous, but I do believe that that dig is open, right? You can see there's linebackers coming running up to cover the underneath fourth option, really. So from a timing standpoint, if I went back and called Mississippi, one throw, two throw, hold up. Sorry, let me get this set on somebody I can actually see. One throw, two throw, three throw. It's almost like on three throw, I'm making a decision, which is way different than what I'm used to. I'm used to making that first read decision on that 2 second throw. It's happening on three. And then you might be able to get to four. And by that time, you're throwing to the running back. So this play does have a little bit of limitations when it comes to the timing of it. Don't expect to throw this one quickly because to me, the timing of it is just tough. I don't want to throw this dig all the way back over here. Okay. Now, let me just show you the other play that I actually like this play out of is out of the gun formation that we have. I think it's the same name. Let me just go back and take a look at it real quick. We have it out of South right open, which in this case is going to be in the gun, and it's going to be that gun stack formation, right? Y flex, Salem pivot. Now, we don't get the sit down route with the pivot action, but we kind of get the same influence. But we can create that if we need to. So let me just go again against, let's go against nickel quarters. I just want to show you how this might open up a little bit better for you just based off the first two routes, right? Because of what? Because this guy is wider, okay? He's not as tight. So goes back to the idea of, tight formations are cool, but sometimes it's better to have that dig route coming from a little bit more width, right? If you want to recreate this, you could take the, pretty sure we can put this guy in a hitch. Yep. We could just hitch this guy, take our back, obviously, and get him out into protection, right? So we could do that. But again, that timing on this play, even if you force it to underneath guy, it's really kind of late, man. It really makes you hold the ball a little bit. So, but I still do like this play. It's one of the plays that probably even other offenses and other playbooks have modifications, variations of this concept because of that stick China route. All right. So if you guys have any questions, you look at other playbooks out there, they might give you some more options on this, but that's about right. Okay. Anyway, we're ending with that. Apologize with the end. We have it up in two plays. Want to make sure you guys see that. The whole flag concept, you can always, again, we can mix up the backside concept. If you don't like bow, we can change that. All right. I'll talk to you later.